knowing how long the distance is, you know. Because, yeah, that deadline of the first game of the regular season is a deadline, but it's just the league keeps going, you know. And it's not because, let's say, if he doesn't win that race, it doesn't mean that he's lost the race. You know, there's still a race out there, you know. So, to me, it's just stay process-driven, you know, control what you can.
I imagine you're going to keep a couple extra forwards once the season starts. Do you lean more towards keeping a veteran guy like Veleno or Blais than keeping one of the young kids?
I don't know yet.
Il reste 3 minutes, fait qu'on va s'en tenir à une question chaque. Andréane, Martin et Julien.
J'ai compris que tu vas voir avant d'avoir des réponses, mais as-tu moins de patience avant de voir des réponses?
T'as-tu quoi?
As-tu moins de patience avant de les voir, ces réponses-là, que tu en avais avant?
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire comparé aux autres années? Ben, je te dirais que j'ai un bon problème. C'est plus difficile, genre. Tu sais ce que je veux dire? On est plus profond. Puis, comme entraîneur, c'est un bon problème à avoir. Mais je te dirais que il y a de l'urgence. Je pense que les boys, ils le sentent, tu sais, que c'est aujourd'hui, le let's go. On n'attend pas au 8 octobre. T'sais, fait qu'on évalue tout. On va évaluer demain. On évalue les pratiques. Mais je suis content qu'il nous reste 2 games. T'sais, de continuer à évaluer avec ma patience agressive.
L'année passée, Bolduc, il se promenait comme ça un petit peu à Saint-Louis. Là-bas, il y a beaucoup des joueurs de l'équipe qui disaient, ben lui, tu le mets là, il s'adapte. Tu le mets là, il s'adapte. Est-ce que tu as vu ça chez lui? Déjà?
Je peux pas dire que j'ai assez un gros échantillon pour te dire ça.
Un potentiel. Un potentiel de pouvoir s'adapter par sa game.
Ben, honnêtement, je sais pas. Cet échantillon est trop petit pour moi.
L'histoire des chandails bleus, pas de nom, rien. Est-ce que c'est vous êtes là, mais pas encore là?
Non, c'est parce que quand tu fais des drills qui continuent, mais là, si tu vas rouge, blanc, rouge, mais là, les rouges sont contre les rouges. C'est pour ça qu'on a mis un bleu pour séparer ça un peu. Ouais.
On finit avec Gilles.
Martin, tu parles d'une course qui est serrée. L'an passé, Oliver Kapanen, vous avez forcé la main, il a débuté la saison à Montréal. Est-ce qu'en ce moment, tu aimes son camp, tu sens qu'il est bien positionné? Lui, il n'avait pas un chandail bleu, donc il est en avance sur les autres.
Ouais. C'est tout le matériel qu'on vous donne avec des chandails. Hein? Ça n'a pas d'allure. Ça va remplir les journaux. Capi, il joue une game très mature. Tu sais. Il y a un ordinateur de la Ligue nationale. Tu sais. Puis je trouve qu'il a pris un step aussi physiquement comparé à un an. Fait que il fait beaucoup de choses sur la glace.
C'est important d'avoir Newhook qui est un jeune centre sur le Ligue nationale. C'est important d'avoir un droitier qui peut prendre des mises en jeu. Kapanen offre cette
Ça nuit pas.
Merci, les gars.
Have you guys talked to the Senators about how you're going to approach these 2 games?
I'd like to.
Hasn't happened yet?
Not yet. I'm working on it. Good, Hugo?
keep doing here to keep your spot?
I think just the things I'm doing now. Play hard, two-way game. That's the best thing I can do on the ice, so I want to keep that going on.
What's different from you compared to last year? What do you feel you've improved? That makes you NHL ready, maybe compared to last year?
Of course, I got the experience last year. Knew the guys, everything, how things going on here, so it was way easier to practice in the summer and get prepared.
What was your reaction when you saw you had new line mates today?
Yeah, it was of course nice. I see some new faces and play with Demi and New. It's great two players, so just try to put on that and get better.
Do you find yourself more comfortable at center or the wing, or does it really matter to you?
I mean, I've been playing center basically my whole pro career, so of course I'm maybe more comfortable with that spot. But with Newhook, I think it's maybe doesn't matter which one is on center because it's fast hockey, so just play both roles.
I'm sorry, sir. Being comfortable both sides of the puck in your own game, do you think that it gives you an edge to have those opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a pretty good player without the puck. I just want to maybe need to get that next step with the puck, and I think that's the one thing I want to improve maybe the most. But I mean, overall, I just feel like I do what I do. I think we'll see how it happens when the season starts.
What do you think is going to be different with Thank you.
Yeah, I just gotta continue to do that.
What do you make of the jersey color? The fact there's four of you guys with the blue one.
Yeah, obviously there's four of us and we're all competing. So yeah, I think it's good to have competition out there.
Florian, everybody works hard in the summer, but Harvard told us that you worked very hard with him this summer. Can you tell us a bit what was your training and the importance your training have today in your position?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I wanted to get a lot stronger this year, so I mean we had to push pretty heavy weights, and we were in there for a couple hours a day working out. So yeah, every day, and obviously our meals had a big impact on that. So yeah, just every day working out and getting better.
Your brother cracked this lineup a few training camps ago. Any advice he gave you in this one, especially since you survived the last cut?
Yeah, he's always talking to me. Obviously, he's telling me what things I could do better out there, like things that the coaches want to see. So yeah, I'm just trying to soak in all the advice.
Do you see yourself as a bit of an underdog in that fight? And is that type of mentality that he had back then?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think I'm here, they're here, we're all here to make the team. So yeah, I think I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Well, how tight do you feel that competition is?
Yeah, I think it's pretty tight. Obviously, we're all good players, and we all want to play in the NHL. So yeah, I mean, like you guys seen out there today, it was pretty high paced, competitive. So yeah, I like it.
Do you and Harvey usually drive here together for practice?
Yeah, we live together, so we're driving together.
What was the feeling this morning coming here, knowing that you're still here with them?
Yeah, obviously a good feeling to make it through the cuts, but yeah, obviously I'm just trying to earn a spot every day.
What can push you over the edge in that race, you would say?
I think just playing my game, obviously being for them to be able to trust me in the D zone, and then obviously to play physical and kind of in your face hockey. So yeah.
Do you think that sandpaper that you can bring is an asset on your side compared to other players?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously everyone's a good player, or we wouldn't be here. So I think everyone has their certain abilities that are better than certain guys, I guess. But no, I just try to play my game and not worry about anyone else really.
Your brother kind of made his name in the NHL against Senators in preseason a few years ago. What do you remember from these games against Senators?
Yeah, they were obviously pretty fast paced. Obviously, like the teams are pretty cracked down at this time. So yeah, it's really good hockey, and yeah, I thought he played well a couple years ago to make the team. So yeah, I was excited.
Well, for people to characterize it as like a surprise who made it to this point in camp,
What do you think about it? Are you surprised?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but I mean, people can think whatever they want. I like being in that underdog spot, I guess. So yeah, I'm just excited to be here, and obviously, like I said, I'm going to prove myself every day.
When you were drafted, Nick Bobroff called you a unicorn. What makes you unique, do you think, in this battle?
I think obviously that's sandpaper, but I have some skill. I have a good shot. I think I have a knack for scoring goals too. So I think just the mixture of my game really is different, I guess.
I think pretty good. Obviously, it's a new day, and obviously there's a lot of change that obviously could happen. But you know, obviously just trying to put my best foot forward and you know, leave good impressions.
Joe, when you look at all these guys that are still here, how tight or how loose would you consider the race to be?
Extremely tight. I mean, knew that from the start, and you know, it's going to go on for, you know, probably a couple more weeks, months. I mean, it kind of never really ends in this league. So, you know, you just got to have the mindset that every day you got to put your best foot forward and, you know, keep working every day, and, you know, anything can happen. So.
Qu'est-ce qui peut te permettre de peut-être devancer les autres dans la course? Comment tu vois ça?
Je pense juste continuer à travailler, continuer à faire qu'est-ce que je pense que j'ai fait l'autre game. Je pense que c'était un de mes meilleurs games à date. Puis, il y a beaucoup d'éléments que je peux apporter dans ma game. Alors, je pense que si je continue à faire ça plus constamment, j'ai mes chances à continuer d'être ici.
Tu penses-tu que le 70% dans le face-off circle a joué aussi?
Je pense que oui. C'est sûr que si tu es bon là-dedans, les équipes ont besoin des gars qui gagnent des mises au jeu. Alors, pour moi, c'était un attribut que j'ai vraiment concentré durant l'été, puis checker des vidéos, puis continuer à progresser là-dedans. Alors, je vais continuer à gagner des mises au jeu. Puis,
il y a beaucoup de gars dans la ligue qui sont restés longtemps dans cette ligue-là avec cet atout-là. Tu le vois-tu comme ça, toi?
Oui, je pense que j'ai beaucoup d'autres attributs que je peux apporter dans ma game, mais c'est sûr que c'est un que je veux vraiment focusser puis concentrer là-dedans.
Joe Martin t'en parlait, mise en jeu, évidemment.
I've seen that in the past, and you know, you just got to continue on with that mindset. And then, you know, you got the added factor of injuries, which, you know, you never hope for anybody, but, you know, it's the reality of the game, right? So you just got to stay ready, keep improving, you know, just keep pushing forward.
How do you view, or do you view, your physicality as a potential difference maker for you, or something that you can offer, and how much of a priority have you put on showing that whenever you can?
Yeah, I think it's huge for me. I think you know, I think I can bring a little bit of everything to a game, and you know, taking it one step further is that physicality. So I think, you know, I don't shy away from it, but I also don't want it to compromise anything. So I'm really just trying to pick my spots, but you know, make sure it's known that I can play that style of game.
What do you make of the competition you're in? It seems like there's so many more people involved in it than there was a year ago, 2 years ago, and it feels very tight from the outside looking in.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, I mean, we're all teammates, right? So you know, got respect for one another, but obviously everybody's competing pretty hard. And you know, like you said, I think, you know, it seems like there's more and more people in contention and less spots this year. So it's definitely a tight race, definitely, you know, a tough competition. But you know, that's what you know, we're athletes for. We're competitors. So yeah, it's you know, it's going to be exciting going forward.
Oh, when you spoke about, you know, the chance to make a statement with your game, with what you do, what is making a statement?
Just being, you know, solid all over the ice, not being, you know, a liability anywhere. Just, you know, being solid defensively. you know, being able to make plays. You know, if I've got a good shot, I can push the pace and, you know, play with speed. And then, as I said, just kind of playing with physicality is, you know, kind of, you know, the extra thing that can, I feel, stand out for me. You know, just using using my speed and my strength to my advantage, and showing that I can play at this level and be an impact player. Then, you know, I think that's, you know, that's what kind of stands out in my game.
Do you see the blue jersey thing as a bit of a underdog status that you have like a fight that you need to put?
Yeah, I just see it as, you know, you have to take somebody's job. You know, it's not going to be given to you. You know, obviously, I didn't start the season here last year. You know, got a couple games being called up throughout the season, but yeah, you know, going to be forced to earn everything. So, you know, I'm looking forward to you know, doing that and showing that I can earn that spot.
How have you evolved? How do you feel right now, like in terms of your game, your confidence, and everything?
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot more confident now just in my game. I think last year was just kind of a year that I took. You know, it was obviously my first year pro, and took that opportunity to learn my style of game and really carve out an identity for myself. So I think, you know, after spending a year, you know, in Laval with a, you know, kind of an evolving role throughout the year, I think I really came to understand who I am as a player. And I think, you know, I just feel confident in what that is. And, you know, that's what I just try and go and put on display every day.
When you're in the situation you're in right now, you play a game Saturday night, do you find yourself dwelling on it more than you would otherwise, or do you not? I mean, I don't know, how has it changed the way you perceive your own performance with the competition being so tight and trying to reach a goal?
Yeah, you want to maximize every opportunity. As I mentioned, I think, you know, it's you know, they're kind of few and far between in a sense with so many people, you know, so many players trying to get reps in games and all that. So yeah, you want to make the most of it, and you don't want to make mistakes, obviously, but they happen. You can't overthink it, honestly. You know, that's I feel like that's been a killer for me in the past, just, you know, dwelling and overthinking and worrying about all that extra stuff. But I think just going in and playing my game and you know, working as hard as I can and being confident in what I do on the ice is, you know, it's the biggest thing for me, and that's really what I'm trying to focus on.
Thanks, Owen.
When you get a break, what do you focus on?
Go, Alex.
Hey. Well, that's you. That was good.
Alex, I know you've been separated, but what worked between you, Oliver, and Zach together as a line?
Yeah, I thought we had a pretty good game there in Toronto. You know, I think all three of us can skate. I think we all were pretty good defensively. Didn't give up a lot. Sorry, I think we tracked pretty well. Didn't give up a ton on the rush and worked off each other pretty well. So it was, yeah, it was fun. You know, for a little bit there, and I think, you know, who knows what the combination will end up being. So good to get some chemistry early and play with some new guys.
Do you think that Oliver and Zachary had this availability to the quality to be versatile?
Yeah, for sure.
With a lot of players.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, Cappy can play wing or center. You know, Bold seems like a guy that's very easy to play with and works off guys pretty well, can skate well, and seems like he does a lot of things really well. So both guys that can play, it seems like, anywhere in the lineup, and with a bunch of different guys in our group.
Marty said a few minutes ago that I had option this year, more option after Suzuki's line. Is that you guys think too?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, we got a lot of depth in our lineup. I think, you know, there's no question there. I think he does have a lot of options for sure. Who knows what it'll end up being, but a lot of depth up front, which is it's a great problem to have for him.
When you look at the couple of plays you broke up before the goals in the last game, what does that do for your confidence in terms of the role that you're expected to play on this team right now?
Yeah, it's I think tracking and using my speed defensively has been a part of my game, but to be relied upon in those situations and to be expected to have that sort of defensive role this year, to just prove that it's been a part of my game, but it can be a difference maker in games, and I try to use my speed as I can, backtracking and breaking up plays, and lead to a couple goals last game was good to see for sure.
How much is playing center important to you?
It's not huge for me. Yeah, I've played either, so I'm not worried about playing either wing or center. And with Cappy, we both take draws, so we can kind of interchange a little bit. But yeah, good, comfortable either way.
On your draws, you took 3 of 3 in the defensive zone. You were up against Tavares for a lot of the night.
Yeah.
You're playing against NHL guys taking faceoffs. How do you build confidence off of that performance so you can keep going in that direction?
Yeah, I've been happy the first 2 games, being 50 and over 50 the first 2 games in the dot. It's it's good for the confidence. You work on things during the year, but you never really get a true measuring stick until you actually play a game like that. And I've been going up against good draw guys both games, so draw some confidence from that. Try to bring that into the next game and bring it into the season and have it be a big part of my game.
How much were face-offs a part of your summer? Obviously, everyone saw the video with Bertrand, but how much did you work on face-offs this summer?
Yeah, I worked on it a fair amount, more so through talking to people. It's a hard thing to really, work on or spend an hour on. You can only do so much, I think, at a time with face-offs. They're, it's a very specific skill and a very, controlled setting. So I tried to use as many resources as I could, watch some video, talk with some guys. Like you said, Patrice was kind enough, but yeah, it's an important part, and I think if I can raise that part of my game to be reliable there and be relied upon to take big draws, then it just helps our team for sure.
Marty was saying Kapanen already has an NHL level mind for the game. How do you notice that, or what's he done?
Yeah, for sure. I've noticed that when he's played up with us before, he thinks the game really well, puts himself in really good spots, makes plays all over the ice, and I think everyone in the room's confident in that, and I think he's got another level to get to as well. He's smart and he's fun to play off. He's smart, gets the right spots, and gets the puck to us.
Alex, we've been seeing a few times, who knows, talking about the lineup. If you're skating with Demina, what type of chance could it be for you?
Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously, the talent that's there. Played with him a bit last year, and it's evident kind of what he can do out there. But I think, gonna say it again, who knows? Obviously, lots of options, but try to make the most of it. I think with our speed, I think we can be a pretty dangerous combo. But we'll see what happens.
Exception of his skills, is there something that you like from his game?
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of tools. He's got all the offensive tools that you could ask for, I think. Protects the puck well, skates well, but he's smart as well. He creates space for other guys, draws 2 guys into him, looks to make plays, and it's fun. It's fun playing with him.
What's your view of Owen Beck and where he's come from last year to this year?
Yeah, I think he's had a good camp so far. I think I think he's a guy that's trusted. I think having that part of your game as a young guy is pretty important, and I don't think a lot of guys have that coming into the league right away or being in the position he's in. So I think he's looked good in camp. I think taking that step early in your career can be hard, and I think he's looked better and he's come a long way.
From your forward perspective, how would you rate Xhekaj's growth as a defenseman?
Yeah, I think he's looked good as well. I think he's looking fast out there. I think from what I've seen, he's a big guy, but I think adding that part of being a bit more quick for him is big. And I know he focused on it this summer. So seeing him come out and adding that to his game has been good to see for sure. And yeah, I can't say too much more good things about him.
Is he so tough to play against in practice, for example? Like we always are.
Yeah.
He's so tough on the ice. Like
yeah.
What's playing over Xhekaj on the ice?
Yeah, he's tough. He's so big and strong, and he uses that to his advantage defensively. For those kind of guys, even in practice, you can't really get too close to him around the boards because they'll just push you in. But that's like all those big guys. You can't really get too close to the boards with big defenders like that. But he is tough in practice when you're playing like small area games and stuff. He's good at that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Pendant
manquant ou qu'est-ce qu'ils disent, qu'est-ce qu'ils aiment d'attaquant, qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent voir peut-être?
Ben, quand ils sont venus me chercher, ils m'ont dit mon jeu physique, il manquait un peu de ça ici. Puis je pense que dans les 2 games qu'ils m'ont mis dedans, je pense que j'ai montré ça. Puis, mais je pense que je suis un gars qui est capable de faire plus que jouer physique. Je suis capable de faire des bons jeux avec la rondelle aussi. Puis comme j'ai dit, j'essaie juste de contrôler ce que je peux. Puis les décisions à la fin, c'est pas moi qui les fais. Fait que ma job, c'est juste de me concentrer sur ce que je suis capable de faire. Puis le reste, on va voir qu'est-ce qui va arriver.
Tu penses plus concentré sur le jeu physique pendant ce match là parce que, en raison de ce qu'ils t'ont dit, ou t'as été naturellement comme ça? Là?
Non, ben, je pense que depuis que je suis rentré dans le pro, je pense que le jeu physique, ça fait une grosse partie de ma game. Puis quand j'ai commencé pro, mon coach était Craig Berube. Puis il m'a dit faut que tu amènes quelque chose d'autre dans ta game. Puis moi, ça a été le jeu physique. Puis j'étais bon en le faisant. Fait que j'ai juste continué à faire ça. Puis je pense que ça m'a aidé à jouer autant de games que j'ai joué dans la Ligue nationale. Puis je pense que mon jeu, c'est encore jouer physique, mais je pense que je suis capable d'amener encore plus aussi.
Le petit plus, tu penses que tu as été en mesure au moins de pouvoir un peu le montrer à date?
Oui, je pense que oui. Des fois, quand les défenseurs adverses, les joueurs adverses, ils me voient arriver, je pense que des fois, ils garochent la puck un peu partout, puis ils font des turnovers avec ça. Fait que je pense que c'est un plus pour moi. Puis comme j'ai dit, je pense que ça va bien depuis le début du camp. Fait qu'il faut juste que je continue comme ça.
As-tu coûté cher de billets de main?
Oui, je pense que ma famille est à 40 minutes. Fait que je pense qu'il va y avoir pas mal de personnes là-bas qui vont venir.
Merci. Merci, Samuel.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. L'année passée, les anciens coéquipiers disaient que les coachs pouvaient te bouger puis que ça donnait quand même des résultats intéressants. Est-ce que tu penses que c'est ce qui t'attend ici? Voyant ce qu'on a vu ce matin, t'attends-tu à ça un peu?
Oui, ben, je pense que j'ai un peu style de joueur un peu qui peut jouer un peu avec tout le monde. Je suis un gars qui patine, je suis un gars qui peut créer des jeux, qui ouvre la glace pour ses coéquipiers, puis je suis un gars qui peut être bon sur l'échec avant, puis sur des rondelles, être physique. Fait que je pense que j'ai plusieurs aspects dans mon match qui peut aider les Canadiens, puis je fais confiance au groupe d'entraîneurs de ce côté-là.
Tu sens-tu qu'eux autres, ils cherchent une réponse avec Dak et Laine?
Honnêtement, je sais pas. Je suis pas dans leur tête, je suis pas dans leur papier, je suis pas dans leur bouquet de notes, là, mais la saison est jeune, puis je pense que ça va être juste en jouant, en pratiquant, puis tu vas voir les connexions, les chimies qui vont se créer, puis je pense que c'est comme ça que les décisions vont se prendre.
Qu'est-ce qui te fait croire à ce moment-ci que justement ce trio-là pourrait être dominant avec Dak et Laine?
Ben écoute, c'est 2 joueurs incroyables. Je pense que Pally a montré que c'est un scoreur. Il n'y a pas besoin de beaucoup de temps, beaucoup d'espace pour dégainer. Puis Kirby, c'est sûr que dans les dernières années, ça n'a pas été facile pour lui, mais il est en pleine forme. Puis c'est un gars qui crée des jeux incroyables. Donc je pense que ça peut être un bon mix, mais comme je l'ai dit, c'est vraiment hors de mon contrôle avec qui je vais jouer. Pour ma part, je me focus sur moi-même, puis m'assurer de jouer de la bonne façon, puis aider l'équipe le plus possible.
Comment tu penses que tu peux les compléter, ces 2 joueurs-là?
Je pense que j'amène la vitesse. Je pense que c'est une de mes forces, c'est mon patin. Donc je pense que c'est en utilisant mon patin, puis je pense que Kirby, c'est un gars qui a une bonne vision. Donc puis même Paris, il y a des bonnes visions. Donc ça va être, comme je l'ai dit, de créer des chimies, d'apprendre à jouer l'un avec l'autre. Puis je pense que c'est surtout ma vitesse qui peut aider ce trio-là.
Te vois-tu comme le gars qui doit aller chercher les pucks un peu dans le coin, en fond de territoire, pour permettre à l'attaque de s'installer, puis tout ça sur ce trio-là?
Oui, ben écoute, honnêtement, si je suis honnête avec toi, je pense que c'est quelque chose qui est... C'est un truc de trio, ça. Je pense pas qu'on peut dire lui, il va aller chercher la rondelle. Je pense que oui, je pense qu'avec mon coup de patin, la grande majorité du temps, je risque d'être premier sur l'échec avant, mais je suis pas inquiète que si Pally ou où Kirby sont premiers, ils vont y aller puis ils vont se trouver des rondelles sur le chèque avant aussi. Là.
Je peux te demander en rapport à ça, l'impact qu'a eu Patrick Roy sur ta propension à jouer plus physique? Je me rappelle pas où, là, c'est pas que je veux pas donner le crédit, mais je pense que j'ai entendu qu'il avait dit qu'au début, dans le junior, c'était pas ta facette du jeu préférée, que vous avez eu une bonne discussion. Peux-tu nous résumer quelle importance Patrick a eu?
Oui. Il y a eu une importance très importante dans mon parcours junior. Je pense que j'ai eu l'opportunité de jouer 2 saisons avec lui. Puis, parfois, je sortais d'un match, j'avais 2 buts, une passe, puis c'était pas assez, c'était pas correct. J'avais pas joué de la bonne façon. Fait que, non, il a été bon pour moi. Il m'a vraiment bien préparé pour quand j'allais jouer professionnel, pour la game professionnelle. Puis je pense que ça m'a aidé un peu à m'adapter à la Ligue américaine, puis par la suite à la Ligue nationale.
I think Marty might be coming defensively a bit with this new line. How has your 200-foot game maybe improved since you got into the NHL?
A lot. I mean, I had good coaches either in Springfield in the AHL or in St. Louis. I mean, guys were putting focus on details, and I think that's why today I'm confident in my D zone, and I think my coach can trust me. So yeah, I'm comfortable. I mean, I'm to play down low or at the point, like in the D zone. So no, I think it's all about details and be focused mentally. I think it's a big part of it.
Mon collègue t'a parlé tantôt que ça va être à toi.